Hello there. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the VA Energy Efficient Program or Energy Efficient Mortgage Program. This is a special type of VA loan, a renovation product for energy, specifically designed for energy improvements. So like other types of renovation loans, a contractor bid would be submitted with the loan package and renovations are added to the loan amount. I also wanted to add that this can be very confusing because the VA also has a VA renovation program, but this program is actually not the same as the VA renovation program. It's much more limited in scope, much smaller renovation amounts, but actually much lower closing costs too, which is really, really good. So these are limited to energy upgrades, and eligible upgrades are things such as solar panels, caulking, HVAC upgrades, insulation, storm doors and windows, water heaters, heat pumps, and water vapor barriers. The other thing to keep in mind is that it's very limited. So like I said, it's 3,000 with no limitations. You don't need to justify what those improvements are as long as they meet the guidelines above. But if you are getting up to 6,000, so you're getting more than 3,000 and less than 6,000, then you would have to justify the savings. And that would be provided with utility bills. So you have to provide a utility bill showing that that difference in mortgage payment can be justified by the lower savings. So, if you're insulating a house and it's $6,000 to do that, and you're saving $50 a month on that insulation, you can easily justify that differential because it's over that full 30-year term of the mortgage. The other thing that's really interesting about this program is the improvements do not need to be factored in the appraised value. So what I mean by that is that, so for example, the house appraised at 200 as is, and you're doing 6,000 in energy improvements. You can actually have a house that you actually have a mortgage that's more than the appraised value of the house. So that's very, very different than the VA renovation program. On the VA reno, the improvements have to be factored in, and they basically use after improved value. And if the after improved value does not cover that renovation cost, then it would need to be covered. So on this one, on the EEM program, they actually don't need to be factored in, which is interesting. So the downside of that is you might have a house that's over assessed. You owe more than what the appraiser says it's worth. So keep that in mind as well. Like I said, improvements will be over and above the appraisal. This can be done with purchases or refis. You cannot do it by itself. I've not seen any way in the guidelines to do one on its own. If you already have the house, you either need to refi it or do it at the time of purchase. And so the repairs are done after closing by establishing an escrow account. What will happen is an account will be set up with those repairs, and then typically after closing, I mean, you could do it before closing, but typically after closing, what will happen is that person will go and make those improvements, and then as they get paid, then that escrow account's taken down. If there's any funds left over, it goes back and goes into the loan. One of the things to really keep in mind on this is very few lenders offer this program. In fact, as a full-service mortgage broker with 150 lenders, I actually only have one company I work with that even offers these. I've been wanting to offer this program for a while now, but unfortunately, it's just very, very hard to find any mortgage company that wants to do these. Other thing to keep in mind is even more rare is it's hard to find loan officers that understand how to actually close these that are experienced enough in the VA product to even offer the energy efficient mortgage program. Take me 3 times really quickly to say that. But that is the VA EEM program. And as always, if you have any questions about VA loans or anything mortgage related, feel free to give me a call. My number is 937-572-3713. Or reach at scarpro.com. Talk to you soon. Bye.